definitely don't, I'm not, don't get, what's up, y'all? Don't get spoiled. I'm excited about being back. So, I have a lot to say. Listen, I want to talk about fucking Monique and I watched her Periscope from what is it called? The Breakfast Club. And first of all, I don't like the way they like to railroad a bunch of shit. She don't answer no questions. It's always, there's no accountability. Monique has no fucking accountability. She has an excuse for everything. She has an excuse for everything. Then you want to call, first of all, you want to call Charlamagne by his fucking government name. When was the last time I don't like that passive aggressive bullshit. I don't like that shit. You trying to be fucking funny. You're a comedian, bitch. We know, we get it. You want to be funny and you want to get his name wrong on purpose, but then you want to turn around and call him brother and all that passive patronizing him. I don't appreciate it. I'm glad Angela kept trying to reel the shit back in because they tried to railroad that shit, and every single time she referred to that nigga as daddy, I wanted to fucking throw the fuck up. Bitch, it is not that serious. You ain't, here's the thing. Monique was offered what she was offered because Monique is a blacklisted actor. Blackballed, blacklisted, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now, she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do. You don't want to promote Precious overseas for free? The movie you want an Oscar for? Okay. You don't want to do that? That's fine. You don't have to go up to the hotel room or whatever the fuck, whatever analogy she's trying to use and make it fall in line with motherfucking, Harvey Weinstein. It's not the same. It is not the same. You was asked to do something you felt you didn't want to do. That's the point. So, and she doesn't have to, but as a result, you were blackballed, lady. And so no one wants to work with Monique. Monique has not sold out an arena. Monique, no promoters want to work with her. Nobody. That's the reason why you can't get an arena show. That's the reason why you ain't selling nothing out. Because nobody wants to work with you because you got a fucked up attitude. Whether or not you feel like your fucked up attitude is justified, there's consequences for how you treat people. Whether you feel you was justified in the way that you were treated or the way you treated them, you have to suffer the consequences. You got on stage and told Lee Daniels and Oprah fucking Winfrey to suck your dick. Do you not think there's going to be consequences? Because Ava DuVernay is working with Oprah. Ava DuVernay just got to deal with Netflix. Okay, all of these people you're talking about, you want to be on, you a legend. Yes, you a legend. But do you have the influence? Do you have the reach? Can you draw people in? Nobody, but see, this is where Monique fucked up. We are in a time where we're supporting each other heavily. I don't like how she kept trying to say, Charlamagne, oh, you got donkey of the day, bitch, because you act like a donkey. That's why the fuck you got donkey of the day. And that's what the fuck he should have said. But because of his fucking upbringing, he respected his elder. And that's what she was trying to pull that shit. Let me tell you one thing. I don't give a fuck how fucking old Monique is. Bitch, you disrespectful and you can get disrespected right the fuck back. I'm glad Angela Yee came and said, here are the people, because she thought Angela wasn't going to mention nobody's name. Angela turned around and mentioned the people's names who said they would never work with Monique again. Never. Oh, but now I'm a big fat black woman. Yes, you are a big fat black woman, and everything, you came in the game wrecking shop, funny as hell, raunchy as hell. So don't use that you a black woman, because you were successful as a fat woman when you were saying fuck skinny bitches. Don't forget that. I cannot stand Monique. I want to support her. See, where she fucked up was Netflix is turning the industry over on its motherfucking head. And everybody is going to Netflix. Jerry Seinfeld, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. Every time you turn on Netflix, it's a new stand-up. What Monique failed to do, she felt like, and this is what Charlamagne said, you using a real issue for a personal vendetta. We know black women don't get paid as much. We know this. We know this. But here's the thing. You could have been the first one to say, here, look, Netflix, give me my $500,000. I'm going to do 3 shows. I'm going to do 3 shows. 3 specials. I'm going to do 3 nights. You know where we are in this world today. Everybody would have came out to support Monique. They would have bought the tickets to go to the arena. Everybody would have, because Monique is fucking funny. Everybody would have. And nobody's taking that away. But you want to go off, you talk about you the most decorated female comedian. No, you're not. Whoopi Goldberg is. And let's just call it what it is. Now, you feel like you deserve more, and you have every right to feel like you deserve more. $500,000 ain't shit. But you're blacklisted, lady. So this is how blacklisting works for people who don't know. If you blacklisted, everybody knows don't work with that bitch. If you work with that bitch, you gonna get blacklisted too. But they can't do that to Netflix. Netflix is coming through fucking everybody up. To the point where Will fucking Smith made a $90 million movie with a budget of $90 million on Netflix. And if that's telling you something, if that's not telling you something, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Monique fucked up. First of all, and then they didn't get to talk about Sydney, because it ain't just Monique, it's her husband too, who's an asshole and treats people like shit. All that, my brother, my sister, all that patronizing bullshit they do. First of all, don't call me sweetie bitch, because we're not friends. We don't have it like that. Don't call me sweetheart. Don't call me my baby, because it ain't real. It's not real. That shit is fake. And Monique has taken a real fucking issue and made it about herself, because have you ever, tell me, and put it in the comments, have you ever seen Monique speak out against injustice and disparity in pay before it happened to her? Oh, exactly. Crickets. The way that Netflix came back when she said, I'm this and I'm that. No, you not. You got an Oscar for a performance. You won an Oscar for a great performance. What have you done since then? Ask Halle Berry, what has she done since then? You think Halle Berry's gonna go somewhere and be like, this is what I deserve? Because no, bitch, that last movie you did, didn't anybody go to the theater and see it? You're not putting nobody's asses in the seats. That's what the fuck they want. Asses in the seats, because you're guaranteed asses in the seats for a Netflix show. But are people going to click on it? Are people going to come to the actual show so they could do the filming? Monique is crazy. She is scamming y'all. She's taking a real fucking issue and making it about herself. And I'm so glad Charlamagne didn't apologize to her, because bitch, you acting like a motherfucking donkey. And that's what the fuck you get donkey of the day for, when you act like a donkey. Don't say, oh my, cause I'm a black woman and you don't speak up for black. Don't say that shit. Charlamagne said some dumb shit. He said some dumb shit, and I'm so glad he didn't backpedal on that shit. Bitch, you acting donkey. Now, he's asking questions to Monique. Why do you guys feel she's worth more? Oh, because she's a legend. Okay. When was the last show you sold out? Okay. Monique is doing small venues, and she's acting. She's not doing stand-up. She's doing smaller venues. People are going to see her. Yes, she's still funny. Nobody's taking that away. But guess what? What's the quote? Your attitude determines your altitude. Bitch, you stagnant because you treat people like shit. Whether or not you feel the way that you treat them was justified, you can feel that way. You can feel like, I don't want anybody disrespecting me, and now I'm coming back and I'm saying something to you. Okay, bitch, well, you could say what you want to say, but I'm not giving you no more work. You're blacklisted, lady, and the only company that is willing to give you anything cannot be blacklisted for working with your blacklisted ass. That's the bottom line. Monique fucked up. What she should have did was tell motherfucking Netflix, okay, I want 3 specials. I want $1 million each. Okay? And then I want to revive the Parkers. Because we all know ain't none of them motherfuckers working. So you could have revived the Parkers. Everybody loved the Parkers. And that's a storyline that could start off where it left off. Or, fast forward 20 years or however many years the Parkers been off. 10 years, however many years the Parkers been off of TV. But no, Monique is blacklisted. Don't nobody want to work with her. Nobody wants to work with her. And you have every right to stand up for yourself. You have every right to speak your mind. You have every right to say you are worth more than they are offering you. But there's consequences for that, my nigga. There's consequences for that. You can't go around treating people like shit. And we don't want to even get into how she talking about my white brothers, my Latino brothers. She treats white staff members like shit. Whether they deserve it or not, you treating people like shit. People don't want to work with you. Have you sold out an arena, Monique? Have you sold out a venue, Monique, other than a small venue like the Laugh Factory? You could have done that. Dave Chappelle did it. He sold out a big ass arena and did a small intimate two videos. Jerry Seinfeld just did it. You don't want to talk about Jerry Seinfeld, goddamn. You see she didn't put his ass in there. You want to fuck with Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer is not funny. But we all know they pick one funny girl and they put her in 1,600 movies in 3 years and beat your ass over the head with it. They take one black comedian, male comedian, and beat you over the head with him. And who is that? Kevin Hart. Lil Rel might be next. Tiffany Haddish is next on the list. She's a Sagittarius just like Monique. I hope she doesn't get into that fire and that attitude where she feels like, I just hope she remains. I don't think she's particularly funny. I think she's silly more than she is funny. But you see, she's working. She's working. And the next motherfucker up is Tiffany Haddish and Lil Rel. They're gonna be next. You watch and you see. You watch and see. Don't they have Netflix specials? They're giving everybody Netflix specials. Monique, you blacklisted, my love. You are blacklisted. And the only company that would work with you that cannot be blacklisted is fucking Netflix. And you fucked that up telling people to boycott Netflix. Ain't nobody boycotting Netflix for you because you ain't never spoke about wage disparity until it happened to your ass. Now you want people to stand with you. Did you stand with Wanda Sykes? No, because Wanda Sykes didn't say nothing. She took her black ass somewhere else and got what the fuck she thought she was worth. Instead of you doing that, but you can't do that because don't nobody want to work with you. Whoopi Goldberg told Monique, I don't know when it was filmed, but she was at The View. And I'm glad Monique got to sit next to the most decorated black female comedian because that's who the fuck Whoopi Goldberg is. Now, you want to sit next, and Whoopi Goldberg told your ass, if you would have called me, I would have told you what was expected of you and what you need to do to ensure they don't blackball your ass. And Whoopi Goldberg could have lit Monique up, but there's a camaraderie, amongst female comedians, right? There's a camaraderie. So you can't say that you can't say you want this and you want that. And that's fine. You can say you this is what you want and you feel like you deserve that. You can say all of that. But Monique, you got a bad attitude, my love. And that's why the fuck people don't want to work with you, my love. That's the exact reason why people don't want to work with you. And now you on this soft-spoken, humble bullshit. But you wasn't humble. After you got that Oscar, you felt like, and you have every right to feel like, oh, I'm the shit. I got a fucking Oscar? I'm a comedian who got an Oscar. Ask Cuba Gooding Jr. what his Oscar has done for him. Ask Halle Berry what her Oscar has done for her. Ask him. And nobody's saying that there's no such thing as gender, wage disparity, and race wage disparity. Nobody is saying that that's not a real issue. But you're not going to take this issue and use it for your own self when you have never, ever, ever, ever spoken out against wage disparity. If Monique got what the fuck she thought she deserved, wouldn't be no worldwide press junket doing all these shows, sitting down with all these. It wouldn't be no. She wouldn't have told you to boycott Netflix. Her ass would have been up there cashing that motherfucking check. Her and her pimp. I've gotten to the point where I don't even like Monique because of this shit that she does. All that, hey baby, all that shit, that's patronizing people. And then you want to call the nigga by his government name? Don't nobody, even people today, and it's easily Googleable. You could Google what Charlamagne's name is. Charlamagne has been known as Charlamagne the God forever. Forever. And now you want to call him by his name like you on some old auntie mama shit. And then trying to say where he's from this. And he didn't disrespect her ass while she was there. And I'm glad he didn't apologize. Because you don't deserve no apologies. Because, bitch, guess what? You was acting like a donkey. Because ain't nobody standing with you. And you a fool if you done canceled Netflix for Monique. Because I'm telling you this. And she got what she felt she would deserve. Wouldn't be no boycott. Wouldn't be no boycott. But the fact still remains, there are black women who make way less money than their male counterparts, even their black male counterparts. If she felt she got what legends deserve, she never could say. She never answered. Charlamagne said, so what do you think you deserve? She didn't want to answer that. She didn't want to answer that. You deserve what you're worth. I always say this. It's like when somebody tries to sell a house. They say, okay, my house is worth $300,000. My house is worth $300,000. I'm going to sell it. I think my house is worth, I want $350 because I put so much work. I did all this stuff to my house. I made it this way. I planted, I did this, I grew trees, I did all of this. Guess what? Your house is worth what somebody will pay for it. So evidently, Netflix feels that Monique is worth $500,000. She don't have to take it. She don't have to take it. But you're not going to say boycott Netflix for what? For what? For what? For what? I can't wait. I hope they give Tiffany Haddish a fucking lump sum of fucking money. I hope they do. Because she was right in saying there are no female black comedians on Netflix with a stand-up special. And I'm going to go look. Because I looked while she was saying it to just make sure. And I couldn't think of it because I watched the comedy specials on Netflix. Okay? I watched them. But Monique, you cannot sit up here and say all this passive shit, this baby shit, and sweetheart and my babies, and kiss your own ass. Get the fuck out of here. And my people are the only one. Right. Because your people are going to keep your ass honest, bitch. Them other motherfuckers is scared of you. That's why. We telling you what the real is, but you want to act like, well, it's only my people that know, bitch, we keeping your ass honest. I'm so glad that Angela Yee, I hope Angela Yee asked the right questions. Yes, your attitude, people say you have a bad attitude. Whether you worth $500 million, whether you worth whatever the fuck you think you worth, if your attitude is fucked up, don't nobody want to work with you. Don't nobody want to work with you. You funny as hell. But how she went about this is all wrong. And they're giving her, and it's funny because everybody is giving her a platform to speak, but she ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You don't want to answer no questions. The question is, Monique, do you feel like because you were blacklisted that you really fucked up? Because Wanda Sykes came out and said she went to another company and got what she felt she was worth. Why Monique didn't do that? She even said the name of the company. I can't remember. She even said the name of the company. Why the fuck Monique didn't take that route? Because she felt insulted by her offer. And she has every right to feel that way. But bitch, you're not going to tell everybody to boycott some shit on a personal issue that you have, because you're taking it personally because you ain't never talked about it before. Ever. Never, ever. My love and my sweet, all that shit. Please don't. I wish somebody, when she interviews with somebody and she starts talking that my love, my sweetheart, all those terms of endearment, I want somebody to say, please don't call me that. We don't know each other like that. Period. Don't call me that. Number one. Number two, don't call me Leonard. I don't go by that. He should have fucking checked her ass. But because he is from Monks Creek, South Carolina, he didn't. But I'm glad he didn't. I'm so glad he did not take back that apology. Monique is not going about these things the right way. And it's not all her. It's her fucking pimp. You calling that nigga daddy? It is not that fucking serious. I mean, he's raising me. Bitch, you older than him. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. That shit is so stupid to me. You sound stupid. You seem stupid. You're not making the right decisions. But I'm going to tell you this, that Sagittarius in her, she's going to beat everybody over the head until someone sees it her way. Until somebody, and a lot of people do see it her way. There was an article out that says, she needs to get what she is deserved and her attitude shouldn't matter. When the fuck can you go to a job and have a fucked up attitude? Where can you do that besides a bill motherfucking collector? Where the fuck can you do that? You can't go nowhere and expect to move around when your attitude is fucked up. I don't give a fuck who you are. So don't sit there and say she should get what she deserves even if her attitude is fucked up. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit are you promoting by saying that? No, bitch, you need to treat people nicely. You need to have respect for people and all this, and the humility. No, bitch, you ain't humble. Stand with me. No, I'm sitting down and I'm about to turn on Netflix and go home and watch the motherfucking Chris Rock special. Take care of each other.